Intercepts from an equation. Okay, so we have the negative 5x minus 4y is equal to 10. So if we want to do the y-intercept, we want the x to become 0. So we want this x to be 0 because that's the x and y. Because you're only talking about the y, you're not talking about the x. So you're going to make the x 0. So for my y-intercept, I would say negative 5, this x now becomes 0, minus 4y is equal to 10. Do the multiplication, so we have negative 4y is equal to 10. Notice we have one circle and one box. We divide by negative 4. We get y is equal to 10 over negative 4. We divide by 2, so this becomes 5 over a negative 2. Now Khan Academy will not accept the negative sign on the bottom, so bring the negative sign to the top. So y is equal to a negative 5 over 2. So I'll say negative 5, 2. Okay, now I want to do my x-intercept. The x should have a number in it, but the y itself is going to be turned off, so it's going to become a 0. So I'm going to use the same equation, and I'm going to go negative 5x minus 4y is equal to 10, but this time I'm doing my x-intercept. So my x-intercept. So my y will be 0. So I'll say negative 5x minus 4 times 0 is equal to 10. Negative 5x minus 0 is equal to 10. So from here I just have negative 5x is equal to 10. So I have one circle and one box. Divide by negative 5. Cross out. So x is now equal to a negative 2. So I come up here and I just put in the negative 2. Okay, check it. Okay, next question. We have 7x minus 5 equal to 4y minus 6. So we're going to do the x-intercept. Now this column is your x, this is your y. If we're talking about the x-intercept, we only want a number for the x. We didn't talk about the y. Whatever you don't talk about becomes 0. So I'm going to say 7x minus 5 is equal to 4 times 0 minus 6. So 7x minus 5 equal to 0 minus 6. So 7x minus 5 is equal to a negative 6. Okay, circle the letter. So we'll box and box. Add 5. Cross out. So negative 1. Notice we have one circle and we have one box. Divide by 7. Cross out. X is equal to a negative 1 over 7. So I'll come over here. I'll type in the negative 1 slash over 7. So negative 1 over 7. Now I'm going to do my y-intercept. I only want a number for y. I didn't talk about the x, so I make the x 0. So let's go ahead and do the same equation. 7x minus 5 equal to 4y minus 6. This time we're doing the y-intercept. So if we're doing the y-intercept, the x itself becomes 0. Do the multiplication. This is 0 minus 5 is equal to 4y minus 6. This is a negative 5 equal to 4y minus 6. So box, circle, box. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides. This will give me 1, and this is 4y. Box, circle, divide both sides by 4, cross out, so I get 1/4 is now equal to y. So 1/4. So I have negative 1, 7, and 0 for the x-intercept, and I have 0 and 1/4 for the y. Okay, next question. I want to find my x and y intercepts. So this is my x, this is my y. So I have y is equal to 8x minus 18. So I want to do my x-intercept. Actually, I want to do my y-intercepts first. So I'm doing my y. That means I only want a number for the y. So my x is 0. So I only want a number for the y. So the x itself would be 0. So I'm going to say y now is equal to 8 times 0 minus 18. Y is equal to 0 minus 18. And y is equal to a negative 18. So negative 18. Okay, next I want to do my x-intercept. So I'm only talking about the x, so the y itself will become 0. So I'm going to use the same equation. I'm going to say y is equal to 8x minus 18. This time we're doing the x-intercept. So the y itself will become 0. So we have 8x minus 18. Box our numbers, circle our letters, and box. We can add 18 to both sides. This will give me 18 is equal to 8x. Circle your letters, box your numbers, divide by 8. So we're going to cross this out. So we're going to have 18 over 8 is equal to x. But you see 18 over 8 we can divide by 2. So that becomes 9 over 4. So 9 over 4 should be our answer. So our x-intercept is 9 over 4. Okay, next one, you have negative 6x plus 3y is equal to a negative 7. And we're going to do our x-intercept first. So if I'm going to put a number in for the x, but the y itself is going to become 0. So there's my x, and there's my y. So I have my x and my y. So I want to find the x-intercept. So I'm going to say negative 6x plus 3 times 0. So again, that y will become 0. So I'm going to say plus 3 times 0 is equal to a negative 7. Okay, the 0 can go away. Now I can check this. I'm going to have to divide. I divide by negative 6, cross out. This is x. The double negatives turn into a positive, so I get 7 over 6. So for the first one is 7 over 6. Okay, now the y-intercept. We only know a number for the y. We didn't talk about the x, so the x becomes 0. Okay, we're going to use the same equation. So we're going to say negative 6x plus 3y is equal to a negative 7. I want to find the y-intercept. So we're going to say negative 6 times 0 plus 3y is equal to a negative 7. This becomes 0. The 0 drops off, so you just have 3y is equal to a negative 7. So let's circle the letters. Let's box the numbers. Let's divide by 3. Cross out. So y is a negative 7 over 3. So I come over here, press in negative 7 over 3.